Imagine a dog taller than your kitchen counter, a spider with legs as wide as your outstretched arms, or a stingray bigger than your car. These creatures sound made up, but they're 100% real, alive, and absolutely massive. Let's take a look at the giants nature somehow made possible. From record-breaking dogs to spiders that snack on birds, these are the top 10 abnormally large animals that actually exist. Wait till you meet number 1. You might not sleep tonight. Zeus, the towering dog. Meet Zeus. No, not the Greek god. The Great Dane who towered over every other dog on the planet. He stood 44 inches tall at the shoulder and stretched over 7 feet when on his hind legs. Zeus didn't drink from a bowl, he drank from the kitchen sink. Kids played under him like a moving jungle gym. At 155 pounds, he went through 12 cups of food a day, making dinner time a full-blown event. His family needed a van just to transport him comfortably. Zeus became an instant celebrity, appearing on TV shows and charity events worldwide. Sadly, Zeus passed at just under 6 years old, but his legacy as the world's tallest dog is untouchable. 9. Darius, the giant rabbit. 1. You think rabbits are cute, cuddly, and fit in your lap? Not this one. Meet Darius, a 4-foot 4-inch long giant who weighed over 50 pounds. He's officially the biggest bunny in the world. This fluff monster could eat his way through 2,000 carrots a month, and often did. His food bill? A jaw-dropping $3,000 a month. His owner treated him like a king, complete with custom-built hutches. And when he stretched out on the couch, he looked more like a small kangaroo than a house pet. Children visiting him often mistook him for a stuffed animal until he hopped around. 8. Ludo, the mega cat. Cats are known for squeezing into tiny boxes. But Ludo, he barely fits on the furniture. At 45 inches long and nearly 25 pounds, this Maine Coon is longer than most toddlers and heavier than your Thanksgiving turkey. At just 17 months old, he was still growing. Ludo had to use a dog-sized cat flap to enter his home. Despite his size, Ludo's a gentle giant, but visitors often mistake him for a bobcat. He lounges like a lion, eats like royalty, and reigns supreme on social media, where fans regularly marvel at his astonishing size. 7. Big Jake, the horse of horses. If horses are majestic, Big Jake was legendary. Weighing in at over 2,600 pounds and standing nearly 7 feet tall, Big Jake towered over his stablemates. You didn't ride him, you climbed him. Living on a farm in Michigan, he needed a custom-built stall and ate enough hay and oats to feed a whole herd. Crowds came from everywhere just to witness his size. He was gentle enough for children to pet, but strong enough to pull immense loads effortlessly. Jake passed in 2021, but he still holds the record as the world's tallest horse, celebrated in parades and fairs across America. 6. Blossom, the sky-high cow. Cows usually mind their business in the pasture, but Blossom, she drew crowds. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches, Blossom wasn't just a cow. She was a skyscraper on hooves. At 2,000 pounds, she was officially crowned the tallest cow ever recorded. She couldn't have calves, so her farmer spared her from slaughter, and she became the official greeter of the farm. People traveled just to take selfies with her. She even appeared on talk shows, charming audiences with her gentle demeanor. She was sweet, enormous, and unforgettable, becoming a beloved mascot for animal lovers worldwide. 5. The giant stingray, monster of the Mekong. Under the murky waters of the Mekong River swims a true monster. This freshwater stingray was 14 feet long and weighed over 800 pounds. When it was caught in Thailand using rod and reel, it took several men and over 2 hours to reel it in. Its wingspan? Wider than a pickup truck. Its barb was longer than a human forearm, dangerously sharp and powerful. And get this, it was released back into the wild right after documentation. It's the largest freshwater fish ever caught, and it's still out there, lurking beneath the surface, astonishing scientists and locals alike. 4. Hercules, The king of ligures. Hercules is what happens when you combine a lion with a tiger, and then give it steroids. This liger lives in a wildlife preserve in South Carolina and weighs over 922 pounds. He stands 11 feet tall on his hind legs and eats a whopping 30 pounds of raw meat every single day. Despite his size, Hercules is reportedly very chill. He's appeared in documentaries and TV shows, fascinating viewers with his immense presence. But make no mistake, he could snap a cow in half if he wanted to. He's the largest living feline in the world, a majestic and powerful icon of wildlife conservation. 3. Japanese spider crab. Legs for days. If the ocean had nightmares, this crab would be in them. The Japanese spider crab has legs that can stretch nearly 12 feet from tip to tip. Their armored bodies look prehistoric, and for good reason. They've barely changed in millions of years. They live in deep, cold waters and can weigh over 40 pounds. Aquariums keep them, but divers who see them in the wild say it's like encountering a living alien. Their powerful pincers could easily crush a coconut, yet they primarily feed on dead marine life, making them eerie but essential ocean scavengers. 2. Goliath bird eater. The spider that eats birds. Arachnophobes. Look away. The Goliath bird eater is the world's largest spider by mass, about the size of a dinner plate. Native to South American rainforests, it's called a bird eater for a reason. While birds aren't their main diet, they have been caught taking down chicks, frogs, and rodents. Their fangs? Almost an inch long, sharp enough to pierce a mouse's skull. And yes, they hiss when threatened. They've even been known to flick irritating hairs from their legs to deter predators, making them a multi-threat nightmare. 1. Medusa, the longest snake ever. Her name is Medusa, and she lives up to it. This reticulated python is the longest snake in captivity, stretching over 25 feet and weighing 350 pounds. She lives inside a haunted house attraction in Missouri, where she's a living centerpiece. Her caretakers feed her pigs, deer, and whole rabbits. She's calm, well-fed, and terrifyingly massive. Her sheer size requires multiple handlers just for basic care. One wrong move, and she could probably swallow you whole, making her both fascinating and fearsome. From record-breaking rabbits to snakes that haunt your dreams, these animals push the limits of what we think is possible. They're not science fiction, they're just nature, on steroids. Which one shocked you the most? Drop the number in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more wild countdowns you won't believe are real. Next up, wait until you see what lives in the Mariana Trench.